Hey guys, it's Baydzone here, and today I've got a new video for you. It's called Why WWE 2K18 Cannot Let Fans Down. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because, let's face it people, the last few years we've been getting WWE 2K games released to us yearly, and they've never really seen many improvements, if that much at all. The problem is that we've had a game released to us every year, but there's never really been a significant or large improvement or something that has kept us wanting to come back to the series. Yes, they do a great job of hyping the game up every year, but they don't actually do a great job in the end result of what the game actually is. Now see, for example, the last few games have been major flops. 2K15, the My Career mode, when that was announced, a lot of people was hyped for it. You know, we all were very interested to see what they were going to do with My Career mode because of, with NBA and the story mode and everything like that. People were really excited to see where that was going to go and what was going to happen with that series. Even myself, because I'm a major WWE 2K fan, gaming fan in general, and I was such a big fan of all the old games like SmackDown vs. Raw's Road to WrestleMania. I was really hyped to see what they could do with this My Career mode, and I'd seen a little bit of NBA in their games of how their My Career mode worked and all their cutscenes and the story, and I was just really interested to see how that would play into a wrestling game, because that was such an awesome concept to see something like that implemented into a WWE wrestling game. But the end result was just match after match after match, pointless matches that really don't lead much of anything to anywhere. You'd get like a cutscene every few months of going through just countless matches, and it would be boring. It was not a good direction at all. And after 2K15, the fans were like, okay, it's a great idea, great foundation. We need to build upon this now. We need to move forward. Next game out, next game came out, 2K16. Same thing happened. It was the same old boring, countless matches. Oh yeah, you're going to be able to play for 15 years, but the thing is, in the game, like in-game, you're playing for 15 years, but it's pointless matches, and it's just stuff that you really don't care about or have any time or investment in. You don't want to invest all your time in something that's so pointless and so, meaningless. And, universe mode, it's been the same sort of thing. And I'll talk about universe mode a bit as well. It's become stale. Now, universe mode, it's too familiar, guys. It's been the same thing for many years now. Ever since it's released, it's just a lot of pointless cutscenes and a lot of just rivalries that feel very one-dimensional and boring. It doesn't actually feel like it's a mode that has been improved over the many years that it's been involved in these games, because I think it actually come out when SmackDown vs. Raw was still going, like in the later years when SmackDown vs. Raw was starting to wind down. I think that's when they implemented universe mode into the games, and they kept it. It's a great concept and a great idea, trust me. I think it's a great mode, and I think it can be really awesome if they do some great things with it. With the WWE 2K18 early news that has dropped at the moment, with all these improvements in mind, I'm very excited to see what could happen, but I'm worried as well, because what if it is the same old formula that we've been sitting through for many years now? And this is why I'm making this video, guys, is I don't want there to be a continuation of the major flops that have happened with the last few games. The only thing that was really upgraded or added, because in 2K15 they took a lot of things away. They downgraded a whole lot of matches. They took a lot of matches out, and then they kept that going through 2K16. The only thing they really added in regards to matches into 2K17 was the backstage brawl, and let's be honest, the backstage brawl wasn't much at all. It was just, one little section or area that you could, just do a backstage brawl at. It wasn't really too fun. It was all right. It was cool to see something new and something that we hadn't seen in a while, but it was nothing compared to what we were doing in the past, when we had the massive backstage area where we could free roam anywhere we wanted to, and had, a very good time with the other backstage brawl. Whereas this one, it was just very limited. It was just short. It wasn't really that good at all. And even the crowd fighting, I found that SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, the crowd fighting was actually better in that game, and it was a shorter area in SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, because they only had that one little section, but it was still fun because you could climb up on this big scaffold and you could jump off of it, and it was fun. They had good crazy things in there to keep you interested. Whereas this one, you just jump over the railing, you walk over to a section, and there's a couple of chairs and just a table, and that's it, and just a walkway. That's about it. Nothing really exciting. So the only thing that was really upgraded from these games over the years was, a little promo engine and a backstage brawl. And the promo engine wasn't really that good anyway, because people after a while got sick of it and they started ragging on it and saying how bad the written promos were, which they really were bad. And let's just face it, guys, a lot of people have given up on this franchise years ago. We have always, as us fans, us gaming fans of WWE 2K, we have been really hyped, and we've been really, 2K does a good job of hyping the games up, and we all get really hyped for it. But we all say we want GM mode back, we want this back, we want that back, and for years they haven't really been listening. And the I guess the negative backlash of 2K17 really must have showed them something, because nobody liked 2K17. Let's be honest, no one really liked it. I didn't like it. And 2K, when they flew the YouTubers out to their conference, they sat everyone down, and the first thing they opened up with was, what sucks? Why does the game suck? And they literally told them, this is why it sucks. Because it's the same old shit. And it really is. It really needs to be improved. And I really do believe if we get improvements, major improvements, because what we've been lacking with universe mode, with my career mode, is there's been a lack of story. Now I heard that they're making it more narrative driven, more of a story in my career mode and universe mode. It actually doesn't feel like they're pointless rivalries. It feels like they end up going somewhere. I heard something about it actually sounding like there was going to be more of a story to universe mode in 2K17 before it released, and look at what we got. It wasn't really that much at all that happened to improve that. It felt rather crap. But it sounds like they're wanting to make it more feel more like the real life, and feel more, authentic and real. And apparently this game is supposed to be hyped as the most authentic feeling WWE video game experience ever, and it's supposed to be realistic and feel like the real life product. And the graphics apparently are majorly improved. My career mode is supposed to be a massive improvement, according to what I've heard, but you don't really know until you play it, do you? Because they cut together a pretty good looking trailer last year for my career mode, and I was really hyped because I thought, wow, there's going to be an actual story. There's actually going to be a story where you're, with Brock Lesnar and all that. That was kind of a mini story, but to be honest, it wasn't much of a story, because it kind of felt like boring, lame cutscenes that just were thrown in there, just like 2K15. It wasn't really much of an improvement or much of a direction or anything like that. So guys, this has been my video of why 2K18 needs to succeed, why it can't let the fans down, because, guys, I truly believe that 2K are on their final legs here, and if 2K keeps releasing the same formula and same style of game every year, where there's not much improvements, the modes feel the same, and the fans are getting more angry every year, it's going to get a whole lot worse for them, and they're going to start dropping sales, and fans are just going to, they're going to rebel against the game, and they're going to be like, no, we don't want to have the game. They're going to boycott it, and then they're not going to buy it unless they get what they want, which is, the fans have been screaming out for what they've wanted for years. They want their modes back. They want more, creation. They want a bigger roster. They want, GM mode. They want actual, like a story mode, a proper story mode. People have been missing Road to WrestleMania, and they've been speaking out about how much they miss their story-driven games for wrestling, because we have, if you're a wrestling fan, you want to play with a story. You want to have the story mode, and you want to play out a story, don't you? You don't want to sit there and just play, a pointless match. Yeah, it's fun to play a match, but you don't need every single mode in your game to be just matches. You could just do that for Universe mode. Have that be your mode where it just feels like it's matches. If you're going to do an actual story, implement that into My Career mode. Don't do 2K Showcase. We've already done that. That's been done. Okay, we've seen and we've relived these past careers that we've watched on television. We need an actual story in our games, and we need something that's actually going to put a bit of meat on the bone of this game, because right now this game just feels boneless. It feels repetitive, and it feels the same every year, so we need an actual upgrade. And yeah, if you guys agree with me, if you guys really want a better game, I'm hyped for 2K18 because of the early news. I was hyped last year, but then I was really disappointed when I played the game. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm hoping that it's good. Anyway, I better get going. Thanks for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe if you like this video. And I'll be coming at you more with more WWE 2K content, talking more about 2K18, and even playing the 2K games. So if you guys want more of that, please do subscribe. Got some Universe Mode stuff coming soon, so I'll see you then. Peace.